What song should I sing, baby? Hey, YouTube. Hello, YouTube. Hello, wonderful YouTube on this Saturday afternoon. I've got sunshine on a cloudy afternoon. When it's cold outside, I've got the month of June. Hey, real me. Yeah, girl, we are concerned over here. We're concerned for our brother Wiley. We saw this Brahma bull, somebody riding Wiley like a Brahma bull. Y'all know when you go to those Texas clubs and they got those big old horse things that you ride on and they won't throw you off. Ain't no head on it. It's made out of leather. You sit on there and they put a saddle on it and you try to ride on it. I think it's called a Brahma bull. Anyway, I want y'all to see this little clip. They can't do nothing to me about this one here because how do I show it to you though? Let me see. How do I show you? I don't even know how to do it on here. Anyway, there's this clip of this child riding Wally. How can you show? I can't show it to you. I know I can. Let me think. Yeah, I think. How can I think? Let me see. No, I can do the vocal, but I can't do the visual unless I do this. Move, boy. Move out the way. Ding dong deenie. Stop looking at my booty. I can do it like this. I'm going to show y'all why I'm so suspicious. Okay. Now I'm going to widen the screen up. Wait a minute. I'm going to widen the screen up. Now y'all tell me what I'm seeing here. Oh, it's assault. Oh, call the police. Look at her. Oh, my goodness. She got her stuff all on the boy's back in his bedroom. Oh, hold on. Hold the hell on, child. Did this boy just get assaulted? Let me see. That's something else. Okay. Let me get back. Did y'all see that? Why was that woman riding on Wally? Wally's a homosexual. Riding on that boy like that. Is that part of the contract? Why was that woman riding Wally's ass like that, child? Now, she's already been accused of having, smelly parts. And she is laying them parts, climbing on that boy's bed in his bedroom and laying all them parts all over his body. Disgusting. So then I said, well, let me get a picture of the woman. I'll screenshot it in case I got to use it for the police, right? But when I looked at it, I said, wait a minute, that's not her. Because the person I saw riding him, her hairline was here. Her hairline started there. I remember distinctly say, oh, she has a low hairline. But then when I was looking at later the thing, then the hairline, I was looking at them together later. I said, no, that's not the assault person because her hairline is way back here. Am I tripping or am I going crazy or what, people? Why are you going to go spilling all your juices on that boy? Apparently, Wally was making a live. We're talking about Orlando, of course. Wally was making a live, and he was saying that Miss Fine Monster had climbed into the pool with him, and he didn't feel clean. So he was going, giving insults and such. And apparently these other people, were watching him on the big screen, watching him live and hearing him saying that he felt like he needed a shower after a certain person climbed in the pool. He didn't feel it was too clean. And so they came to his room, we assume jokingly, and only one person answered at the door, say, hello, who is it? She said, oh, I want to say something to you, Wally. Can you open the door? And he said, oh, you want to come in? Now, Wally's in the bed. He ain't got no clothes on. Apparently, he didn't have no top on anyway. So we saw him go to the door, and then all of these people rush in to attack Wally and tell them that they had seen what he said, right, in real time. So they played around a little bit, and then this woman, out of nowhere, she just jumped up and threw her body all over Wally's body. Now, I told you Wally ain't got no clothes on, right? He had a blanket around him. He in his own bed, and she just spills all this stuff on him, all these juices and stuff. So I said, can I report it? Should I report it? Is Wally being assaulted there? Can you do that on your job? Aren't we in the Me Too movement? Does Wally count? She was riding him like a Brahma bull. Y'all see that? It wasn't just me. Now, I know everybody's out in the streets now. They all talking about, oh, they jealous. All the ones that make any kind of comment about what's going on there is jealous, right? However, this is the YouTube streets, and we talk about what goes on in the YouTube streets. So we ain't about to allow these people to pass when they got 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 of them all together in the same place. That is YouTube news. So what do y'all say? Should we report the crime? I can't describe the assailant because the assailant's hairline was here, and the Fire Monster's hairline is way back here. So how can that be? Only moments later. Is it? People, attach your wigs properly. How y'all doing today? Wally said his pillows smelled like fish. I said, boy, go take you a shower, child. You don't just go and put your juices on somebody's body like that, child. She's half dressed. He's all the way dressed. Girl. And you don't just ride somebody like that. What would people say that somebody did that to their secretary or somebody on the job with them, working on the set with them? Just come and go humping them. I can't say dry humping them. Why aren't I there? Oh, I wasn't there because of Corona, baby. For Rebel. I couldn't travel because of the Corona restrictions, because of my age and what do you call it? Conditions. I ain't hating on the people. Let them have some fun. Whatever. But I just thought that scene was so, because I came on the video right there, you know. Get off of him. Get off of Wiley. Get off of Wiley. You can't assault somebody like that. So I know he will always remember that smell, honey. He got it up front and close. The part that killed me, though, is when they what a masterful, a mechanical horse. That's what it looked like. That's what it looked like, baby. A mechanical horse. So I guess their project is taking place today. I think it's supposed to be that they're filming tonight. So then they'll be out of there tomorrow. Wally's, he got to wash those pillows. Got to get that linen done. He got to wash his body again. His back stinks. Ooh, girl. Get off me. Excuse me. Did I give you permission to throw your body on top of mine and just rub your stuff all over my body? Ugh. Sounds abusive to me. Now she know if she had any kind of that fish smell on her, he gonna talk about it for the next year. As a matter of fact, when they broke in the room, he was already talking about it. So what do you expect now, woman? That Fire Monster is having the time of her life. Like Tracy said, oh, she going to Hollywood. There does seem to be an obsession with Tracy there for some reason. I don't know. It's too bad they couldn't get Miss Tracy in on that project in some kind of way, because that's all they talk about. They were even screaming in the window, fuck you, Tracy! Fuck you, Tracy! I went on Sean Bradley's show one time, and all the people want to talk about was Tracy. So, girl, I guess she's occupying space in their minds. Smelly parts grinding all over you. Ooh. Now, if a man did that to y'all ladies, y'all know that y'all have a fit. Somebody gonna come dry humping on all over you. Girl, did I give you permission to do that? Excuse me. Excuse me. That damn lace front. Girl, I thought it was supposed to stay in place. Isn't that kind of embarrassing? You having dinner with your man. he's being all romantic or whatever, but he has to tell you, baby. Oh, shoot. Oh, hi. You're gonna act like a wild animal. You would think you would at least glue your head to your hair to your head. Did you just get out of the swimming pool? You just got out of the swimming pool, and your damn hair is that loose. Weren't you afraid it would fall off in the water? It was a joke. Oh, okay. I was concerned. I said, should we call the police? Who is that big thing on Wally? Wally is a homosexual, honey. Ooh. Lauren said she like a big batch of smells. Okay. Well, I know one time I lived next to a skunk. There was a skunk on the side of our building, and somebody went to break into our apartment, right? But there was a skunk on the side of that building. So when I saw this guy, the burglary had happened, right? And I kind of forgot about it. Nothing was really taken. But when I got to the street, I saw a friend of mine, right? On the hose road. And from across the street, I could smell that boy. So I knew the skunk smell had stayed on him. Everywhere he went, the skunk smell. So I knew exactly who broke in my apartment. I wasn't too rough on the kid, you know, just a couple of what? He ain't never gonna forget that smell, honey. Not when you're that close, girl. I can imagine. And don't just go with washing the sheets, girl. That blanket has to go, and that all that stuff. Well, maybe she just got out of the water, so she was okay. How y'all today? From a hetero man might like it. I don't know. They say that the men, they love all that stuff. But you just can't go and put that on Wally, rub it all over his body and stuff without his permission. I wouldn't think. Isn't that a Me Too movement? Oh, the Dollar Tree got coochie spray. Okay. Perfume. Oh. You can get it. Oh, you can fix it up then, huh, Bonnie? Sardines and pork and beans. Good God Almighty! Can you imagine? That can be traumatizing, honey. You can be traumatized. He gonna let her have it. If he had any kind of, she might have felt comfortable because she just got out of the water. She said, "Well, I got a few minutes." And then all that goddamn hair, honey. Aren't you hot? Woo, she over here with Diana Ross hair. I said, girl, can you grow that much hair in a week? I think you ought to try to make your hair look like it's your hair, honey. Stick with one style, girl. And then at least attach it on your head. That damn thing, I mean, it went from here, the hairline was here when she was assaulting him. And then only moments later, it was back here. I said, how the hell can you can't do a trim up job that fast, honey. Miss Fine Monster. Corn liquor. I think some of them girls was hired up. Hi, Duchess Kelly Love. How you doing? I tried to come on your chat late early. I guess I got there too late. Yeah. It's okay, people, to talk about them people when they're doing that. Hell, it's YouTube. What do they do? I mean, we talk about what's going on. How are we going to ignore what's going on in this sector? They seem like they're having a good time. Miss Five Babe, she's on the verge of being Nene Leakes, honey. I'm sure she's already got her limousine picked out. Oh, what kind of a mansion would I have? I don't know, people. The wig was running away. It couldn't be a weave, and that wouldn't. A weave stays in your head, right? Is it stay in place? It's in your real hair. Yeah, I hear you, Alfreda. That's what they told me. I talked about wigs at one point. They told me, well, I was talking about, because I like Joy on MSNBC. Now she has gotten some hell of a stylist lately because her wigs have been fabulous. They're all fabulous, but she changes them every day. Even though it looks one, I said, damn, that's the perfect look. Look great. Next day, it'd be something totally different. But she's got stylists. She got real people working with her every day. But Miss Joy, she has come up with some fabulous styles lately, honey. Fake edges. I know she drew them on last time. She had them all drew. I thought she had tattoos there, but I guess they're all washed off. That all washed off. Sure. Kenka Kong? What's that, Lauren? Lord have mercy. I see Sean Bradley. He ain't got no gray hair no more. What happened? All the gray is gone, honey. Gone, 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 gone. Anybody here see my old friend Martin? Can you tell me where he's gone? He's freed a lot of people, but the good, they die young. I just look around and he's gone, gone, gone. You can get a whole see-through dress and a bag of blunts and 2 Fagos as salties for $2.99. Good Lord, girl. So this is worse than the Philistine wigs. Okay. She bragged one time about she paid $50 for her wig. I said, "Is $50? That's enough for your whole head?" Girl, I would spend money if I was going to wear that as my hair. I hope it didn't come off on the show, because there are people they're gonna drag, honey. Hot lace wig. Okay. What is a lace front wig? Is that where they leave a little bit of fabric there and then put makeup over the fabric so it looks like it's your actual hair? Like what's that boy's name? Sir William McCrae. Is he got a lace front on? I don't know, ladies. I know people can have weaves. If it's a good weave, those are perfect because they're actually into your real hair, like all these newscasters and things like that. But I thought a lace front was like glued to the front of your head with a little bit of fabric there, and then they make up it over. But I don't know. I'm not the wig critic. I just noticed that her appearance had changed so dramatically. $50 is a good Remy. Basic Remy. Okay. Well, the whole time she was over there riding him like that. I mean, she had her legs cocked open and all laid on his naked body. Remember, he's naked up under that blanket. He just wrapped the blanket around him. You're assaulting these homosexuals. Child, you can't force somebody to do nothing. Wiley said he liked it, so we don't know, honey. My coochie do not smell like your right. So okay. I'm sorry for mentioning the coochies, Bonnie Vaughn. There is. You can buy a whole new head of hair nowadays. Okay. A whole new head. Okay. Yeah, but let it be in place, because that can scare somebody, really. You can scare them, honey. They're looking at you, and then all of a sudden, baby. I used to say this funny story. Y'all know I got a top grill, right? So I was in jail. I was in San Quentin prison, and I was in the cell with this guy named Shorty, right? Shorty kind of, he wasn't crazy, but, I think Shorty was maybe bipolar. Something was going on with Shorty's mind. Anyway, we were cellies. And so just to mess with him, I took my grill out, right? And so then I looked down I was on the top bunk. I looked down on his bunk. I said, "Hey, Shorty, you got a cigarette?" This nigga started yelling, "Ah, ah, ah, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that." I said, "Shorty, what's wrong?" Something wrong. Something is wrong this evening. So I leave them in now, people. I don't got no need to take them out. Okay. Have I ever been in love? Who's asking me that? Jackie Bate. Yes, I've been in love twice in one obsession. I had a first lover. We were 20-year-old kids, so we were together for about 2 years. It was a very physical relationship. I wouldn't call it love because I don't think about that person every day now. But my second lover was I consider my real lover. We were together on again, off again for like 7 years. So we were together 3 years, then we moved out. We were separated for a couple of years, and we went back together and all this kind of stuff. But that person, that was my real lover because that's the person I think about even now. Right next to my bed, there's his picture. So yeah, I loved him. That would be my one true love. If God lets us have somebody in heaven or see them again, that would be the one. Then in my drug days, I fell in love with this guy who was on the low end of the Kinsey scale. In other words, he was bisexual, but his real thing was girls. But we had a relationship. I was in love with him, but he liked me a whole lot. Put it like that. He even named his child after me. So that was the end of the love thing. I always thought it would happen again, but the Lord has handled me in such a way that I can deal with it, though, honey. I ain't lonely. I done made it to this age. How about you, Jackie? Have you been in love? And you guys who are young ones, let us know that you're young. Hell, that's a good place to be in. Have your whole life in front of you. Sometimes it ain't all cracked up to be, though, baby. It might start off so wonderful, but usually if it breaks up, that means that it stopped being wonderful at some point, right? People don't even want to speak no more. When it's good, you know. My Jimmy, that's right. Telcan 3. That was my Jimmy. Yes, she did know. I think the baby mama might have been bisexual herself. She married again, but yes, she knew. She brought the baby. They wanted me to come to their wedding, but unfortunately, I got busted again before the wedding came around. So yeah, we're San Franciscans, honey. But I think he would probably be considered probably straight now. I don't know. Maybe he has a relationship with guys, whatever. At some point, it just wasn't working anymore. And it happened because those two got married. After they got married and they got divorced a couple of years later, we never went back to being the way we were. Right. But I still like him. If he needed help or something, you know, that's one of the people I can think of in the world that I would open my door for. You know, we still no hard feelings there. Put it like that. Oh, my goodness, Lauren. This bitter earth. Miss Lauren says, I thought I was in love once, and it was the worst mistake of my life. If I see that motherfucker in the street, I will spit on it. Oh, my goodness. So unfortunately, that happens a lot of times, honey. My mom had a horrible marriage. I was not getting a good example of what it was to be in relationship because she stayed bitter for a whole lot of years. You have never been big viewers of you? What are you waiting on? It gets harder as we get older too. It gets harder to meet people. We get some more and more set in our own ways, and because when you're young, you're stupid. You don't know anything, so you have to find out the hard way a lot of things about people. Our big thing in my relationship was the cheating. I couldn't deal with it. I was a monogamous type person. And my partner was not that type of person, even though I knew that when I got with them, but I couldn't shake it. And at the end, it was nothing but arguments, always on the same subject. So I wouldn't mind being in a good relationship, but I have no desire to be in a relationship where I got to put a lot of work in. Right? I'm not arguing with nobody anymore. And I'm certainly not going chasing after nobody or getting my heart broken. I'm too old for all this shit. Nope. It'd be nice to meet somebody, some kind of companion, though. Viewers of you, I'm surprised you've never been in love with anybody. Have you ever been obsessed with anybody where it was like an unrequited kind of thing? Like you liked somebody a whole lot, but they were into somebody else, or they were into a whole lot of other people? That's the big problem. A lot of these dudes, they think they're players, and you got to deal with a whole lot of baggage, honey. And I with black people, I mean, I don't know why people don't talk about it more, but there's the things we see in the news. There's a big problem with abuse. I notice it because I'm looking at black people. I'm not really looking at other races of people. Now, I know that other races have the same issues. I watch some of these crime shows, and I see they're just as bad as we are, maybe. But it's hard to find long-term relationships in black community. Now, they are there. They are there, but it seems like there's a lot of violence. There's a lot of people cannot, because it's a responsibility to take on a family, right? And a lot of men just like they just can't do it. They may try to do it. And then I think you need to have a career. You need to have an income. You know what I'm saying? In order to do that comfortably. Or you're going to always be arguing about money and lack of this, and you should be doing this, and you should be doing that, and that kind of stuff like that. And even, I'll have to say, it seems to me, this is only my observation, that black women seem to do better than black men financially. To be the man in the house is a responsibility, right? And I guess it's hard to do if you can't fully embrace that role. So maybe that's part of it. I don't know. Another part of it could be that our relationships weren't even legal when we were in slave days and after that. You just kind of jumped a broom with somebody, but you didn't have no real, you could just jump that broom and go over, the next plantation and jump another broom. So, I mean, I don't know. I think it's a sad thing. I was raised by a single mother, and I was also, for a period, raised in a project where the requirement to be in the projects was you had to be a single woman, right? So I was not exposed to a lot of successful relationships as a very young person. Now, even when my mother did get a house and all that kind of stuff, she was still an independent woman at that point, right? She got lucky though. After all the kids left, she found a husband. They were together like 25 years. I know people who fall in love every other week, honey. Some of these young boys, I said, girl, I thought you told me his name was Bob. No, that was 2 weeks ago. You've been with your husband since 1993. That's good. 93, 2003. 2000. Yes. Okay. Found you a good one. That's great. A man findeth a good thing when he findeth a wife. Oh, yes, I have. Okay. Let me see what. Oh, yes, I have had that obsession. I was crazy about them, and they were full of mess, and I peeped some behavior. Spared yourself, huh? You escaped the bullet. Because it hurts. It hurts when you're in love with somebody and you know they are out there in somebody else's bedroom. You even imagine what they're doing. Right? So it's painful. But if you have two people who are on one accord, you love each other, and he is a relational type guy, and he's not violent. That's what I would say. I don't have any problem with it. I think people, if you're going to be involved in a marriage, you're going to be stuck with this person. I believe you should live with them first. Just because of all the experience that I had watching my family and so forth, I say live with them. Know what the hell you're signing on to, honey. You sit up here all happy and gooey-eyed and shit, and you still in your teens, and I'm in love, and you go in there and motherfucking knock your teeth out the first week. The more he fails at life, the more he abuses you. So I know that's not everybody's experience, but I would still say know the one you got to love. Don't just love. What's that song called? Don't be angry. Don't be sad. Don't sit crying. I'm talking about the good times you had when there's a girl sitting right next to you and she's just waiting for something to do. There's a road, and you need someone. Ego flies with the dawn. And if you can't be with the one you love, honey, love the one you did. You got the did. I know these young people saying, what the hell is he talking about, child? Y'all ain't never even heard of such foolishness. Putting wigs and lashes on is not beautiful. It's not beautiful. This is good. It was done well. They say that the girl, what's the girl's name? Used to be Tracy's friend, Joyce. Miss Joyce is there. So I understand that they lost their makeup person, the hair person, but she's a pretty good artist, actually. I mean, makeup artist. She's a professional. Anyway, so apparently she's putting the girls together. I would say if you run out of glue, go and get some, honey. Send somebody to the store. Don't be on camera and say, cut. Drop that old school. Yeah, my songs is all from old. I enjoy remembering things, actually. I mean, my memory goes in and out. So why did you come sing on Motown going? Duchess Kelly Love, I am not delusional. I know I can't hold a note, honey. But just the challenge for me is just remembering a song. So no, I will not be coming on the Gong Show to humiliate myself. You will not have the pleasure of gonging me. What's that big old, remember they used to use the hook? Chuck Barris, the original Gong Show. Well, if I were a woman, I would take time to learn how to do that kind of thing. I mean, if I was a girly type girl, I would learn how to do makeup and stuff. That I was amazed at that girl. What's the one that just got shot? I remember her name now. What's the girl just got shot in her foot? She came on and did her video this week about that man, but she had no makeup on at all, right? She looked like a little boy, really, because she had a hoodie on with the hood up. But when that girl put that makeup on, she transformed to something beautiful. And that's a professional makeup artist. One of my best friends is a professional makeup artist. He makes a good living doing that. So some of these white women can afford to have him come to, go and do it every day before they go to work. Yeah. Sweet potato pie. You got some women who need that makeup and fake hair. It's just a matter of style. Some people are just beautiful naturally. They like a natural look. A lot of the lesbian girls, usually one of them will be that they call lipstick. And she might have more makeup on and maybe some hair. And then the other one will just be natural. They both look good, Should be natural short hair. Mm-hmm. Hello, sweet pie. And then some people's faces are just geared for their structure is made for makeup, it seems like. They just make up very well. They transform very, very beautifully. I imagine it's a lot of work, though, you do that. So if you can't do it by yourself, But if they put on that show, they're gonna have everybody's gonna be looking good, honey. They ain't gonna put them up in no mud ducks. You can only do so much with a male, but the women, they usually have wardrobe and all that stuff. Duchess cleared his block list. Oh, you had a list of block? I only had one person on my block list. People tell you I'm blocked. I'm blocked. I said, well, I don't see it. When I go to my settings, it says only one person was blocked, and I don't even remember why. So I took it off. But Duchess Kelly Love had a block list. He's free willing like Tracy. You're blocked. Yeah, some people you can't even tell they have it on. And believe it or not, a lot of gay men have makeup on. Hopefully, where you can't tell. Welcome, Empress. On these YouTubes. Sad. I don't know why people get so upset though. People going to do that. I mean, think about it. Somebody tell you to come, you want to be on a TV show. Why would you say no? It's not something that's going to happen every day. If you can do it, I mean, if you can get away, you can travel a little bit. It's just something to do, something fun to do. Whether it gets picked up or not, you get to meet people that you know on here. You get an all expense paid trip. You have some fun. They all seem like they're having a good time. So I don't think it's a bad thing. But only thing I think is unfortunate is everybody that fell out with people so much that some of the best personalities or the best beefs, if you want to call it that, they're not the ones that are involved in it. Either they've dropped out or they haven't been in it because of somebody involved in it, whatever. So, I mean, we don't know. We don't know how it's going to be. But it seems to me that, like, say, the Real Housewives of Atlanta, Georgia, when they come together, that's like the reunion show, right? They don't just come together. Yeah, so these things are like the reunion show. So I'm wondering how they put together the regular day-to-day kind of reality stuff. You know what I'm saying? So we don't have they've given us no indication whatsoever of how they're going to put this thing together, what it's going to be like. I don't know if the people who have already participated will still, their footage will still be used, or they'll just, I imagine so. I don't know. I'm not a television producer, but there are several people who I think would be great, personalities to be involved that are not involved, right? So let's hope everybody represents well. The YouTube beef sector. Nobody's life is perfect. You got that right. You got the right one, baby. An old photo of me. I only have one. When you go in and out of prison, they don't generally give you your ooh, baby. They don't generally give you your old pictures, honey. So I gotta wipe it off, baby. Okay. This picture, the guy I told you I was in love with. All right, haters, get ready. Y'all don't like this. This is him. This is Jimmy. Can you? Oh shit, he's so white. He looks like. Okay, there you go. This is us. I am 22 here, and he is 29 here. Right? When he passed away, he was 41. But I am 22. Oh, my hair is the same. God damn. I have the same hairdo again. This is like our wedding picture. Of course, there was no real weddings there. It wasn't a wedding. No, I think that picture was taken at they were having a birthday party for his father or something. But that's when we first got together. And that's about it. I don't have anything old, Because I had to start over again and again and again. But I think about they got it's not just the person that you loved. A person who really, really is into you. They get you. They love you. That doesn't go away. So I still think about the person every day. That might be why I've been single all these years, because I'm always comparing everything to that relationship, even though it had its problems, Praline chocolates. Yeah, no one should be jealous of nobody else. It's true. And have you guys noticed on this the show project, the list keeps getting bigger. People who have been involved in it. Like now they're in Orlando, but There's several people there that weren't there last year or the time before that or the time before that, right? QB wasn't there. Rebel Sun wasn't there. The girl Joyce wasn't there. So the actual people who have been involved in this thing, the list keeps growing. So I would just say, people, it's a fun project. You're not gonna get that many opportunities to do that. So if they ask you, just do it. Shit. Right? I ain't doing nothing until they get me a vaccine or something, honey. I would feel like a damn fool. I'm sitting up there in the hospital in tubes in a foreign land because I was so hot. I just felt so confident that I'm gonna go and take off and go to Florida with all my issues, my health issues. Barack, they look like Wesley Snipes. Well, you didn't like Noxema? What's her name? Noxema Brown. Wesley Snipes show you that, honey. Anybody can get up in it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, when you lose people, sometimes it's just hard, honey. You're comparing somebody else, to a dead man. Money or no money, we still got to struggle. Everybody got struggles, honey. Yeah, I'm just fearful with women, just because of my background and so forth, and all the relationships that I would see that would end up in violence. I mean, I'm just fearful of people getting involved with the people, and these people end up to be abusive. Now that doesn't apply just to black people, any people, right? That's why I just said, if you live with a person, at least you know what you're getting into. Why you go to prison? First time it was just for being a thief, because that's how I supported my drug habit. And then after I went there to San Quentin, which brought me up here to San Francisco, I started selling drugs. So I was in and out all the time. I usually stay on the streets 3 or 4 months, then I go back. So I was in and out for 10 years. I was not a violent criminal, but I was basically I was a drug addict was the main problem. If you're a drug addict, you're going to end up selling drugs. I mean, that's your whole life, right? So if you don't sell drugs, then you end up homeless, and you'll be like, what you see on the street. So I don't think being a drug dealer is anything to be proud of, but it's just surviving the streets. A lot of people who have been on the streets don't understand that. Tinder account. What's a Tinder account? Yeah, Lauren, baby, don't think that I haven't tried. I have never been one though for these hookups. Like a lot of gay men, they have sex with somebody 2 or 3 times a week, whatever. That's never been my thing. So I've always kind of wanted relationship, but as I got older, my body changed and all that. People weren't cruising me and so forth. It just because I just got comfortable. I think it happens to a lot of people. You if you're long enough. Now, Jimmy, he would have died. It's been 30 years ago. I'm still talking about the same guy 30 years later. But that's why sometimes you gotta get back in the game. But I tell you that as you get the trains are running again. Okay, y'all know I live right all over the Muni, right? Muni is the subway. So all day today, they've been running these trains again, but they're all empty. So they stopped the subway from running because of Corona, and it looks like they're about to start it up again. I got a notice in the mail yesterday saying that another one was starting up again. So I guess they're just testing the trains at this point because nobody's on them. I'm not getting on them. Not enough control. Sometimes you have to go somewhere. I mean, and subways are so much better than buses. I'm not getting on damn buses. I had to last week. I mean, they make the effort of, you know, having one person in the seat and all that kind of stuff. But there's no way that shit is safe. You have homeless people on there just riding just to be off the street. They're not charging us to ride the buses now, so everybody just gets on the back. I don't want to breathe that air. Lauren, are you? How old are you? Are you in your? We don't want to know your exact age, but are you a young person? Well, your young people want to have sex with you. I don't think they want to have no sex with no 60-year-olds though. So it's kind of almost has to be something a little more than that. Oh my goodness. You basically meet guys, no strings attached. Well, gays have always done a lot of that. But do women do that too? Do women do online hookups? I really don't know. I know some of the relationship sites, the relationship like Match.com and things like that. Those are a little more, they're not hookup sites. You know what I'm saying? So I know people can meet that way online, but I didn't know that women do necessarily just hook up, just one night stands and things like that. But I don't know. I've been out of that game for at least 15 years. So I got rejected a couple of times on there. I said, oh hell no, I'm not doing this no more. Nope. But love sure makes life a lot more interesting. Thank you, sweet potato pie. I'm thankful for you, for Duchess Kelly Love and you. Love you both. I dealt with drugs. It will make or break you. Yes, it will. And it will steal your youth. That's the big regret. Drugs will take your youth from you, honey. Anybody want to have sex with these people out here, homeless, dirty, talking to themselves, unkept? Some of them people are in their early 20s. You come out of it, you realize you're 40 years old now. What the hell happened? That's the big thing. It steals your youth. There's still someone out there for you, huh? I'm 41 now and alone, but it's okay to date people, you know, see if you find somebody. You know, I think it depends on how old you are. You're 27? Oh, shit. Lauren, you're just beginning. You can experience a whole lot of stuff before you settle down. But don't wait too long. Mama may have. Your papa, he may have. God bless the child that's got his own. Yeah, it's a whole lot easier to fall in love when you're young, people. Show me a straight male beautician. And I'll show you. They exist. I mean, they made movies about them. Straight male beauticians. They do exist. I mean, yeah, it's an odd atmosphere for them, I'm sure. There's some husbands and wives that are beauticians. I mean, gay people have occupied certain positions. My thing was I want to be interior designer. But if you go, I worked for designers and I worked in showrooms. So mostly it was either suburban housewives, suburban women, and gay men. That was the average designer. No, that ain't no drink. That's just supposed to be energy drink. Yeah, so interior designers, you know, makeup artists, we're creative people. A lot of cooks are male, not necessarily gay, but no, that's the male thing. Lauren says at 27 years old. Lauren says, I have been offered casual sex 1,000,000 times And always turn it down. That's right. You continue to turn it down. That's right. Don't waste your youth on these fools, honey. Then after they have sex with you, they don't have no respect for you. Isn't that something? They pursue you till they get you. Then they get you, they don't want you. Yeah. I don't know. I could be wrong, but prostitution seems to be more prevalent among heterosexuals than homosexuals. I mean, we have hustlers and stuff like that, but they don't make any money. They're mostly just street people, drug addicts. But like promiscuous homosexual people, we do it for nothing, for free. There's a whole lot of women who do sex for money, pole dancers, strippers, all this kind of stuff, because men always want women. But there seems to be a lot more of that. If you're going to be promiscuous, maybe you're in the sex trade, maybe you're a stripper or something like that. But I don't think women in general are as promiscuous as men, straight or gay. Save your stuff. Make him earn it. Women get jealous. I mean, they get lonely like anybody gets lonely. I mean, we all get lonely, hell. And it's hard to, you can't find a good relationship. What are you supposed to do? Stay a virgin for the rest of your life? Right? People get lonely, especially people 27 years old. Damn. Well, you can do pretty much whatever you want to do sexually when you're that age. Especially women. I mean, I would love my advice. Oh, from an old queen, honey. Just another opinion. Lauren, you ain't got to worry about it. You're too young to be worrying about stuff like that. You know. Hopefully you'll find a few people that you like, you can date, and pick and choose and so forth. But aren't women also on a clock if they're going to have children? I mean, don't they kind of have to get it together in their 20s? I'm just asking. I don't know anything about it. Seems to me though, if I wanted a family, I would be looking for a husband or a partner pretty early, because your body's only going to be able to do that for so long. Oh, WAP. Lauren Maxwell says you got some women that are on that WAP tip. Most women not out there looking for meat pickle to jump on. Right. Yeah, you guys it's totally different between straight and gay people. So I don't know much about it. The biological clock. That's a true thing. I mean, what, you can get pregnant to what, you're 35 or so without help. So it's something that could be considered. I'm sure you would prefer to have a partner. You might help pay them bills, honey. Mm-hmm. You deal with addiction, sweet potato pie. It's up to you. Make that decision. God will help you, honey. If you want to stop it permanently, you got to seek out whatever kind of help you need. I went to a drug program a few months. I graduated that. Then I went to like a sober living place. I was there for 4.5 years, where basically you live in a house where you have roommates, but you're all sober. That's all you have in common, right? 4.5 years. I did whatever I had to do. At some point, it's going to be where whatever it takes, honey, by any means necessary. And God will help you. I strongly believe that, because I haven't been to no AA meetings and nothing like that. A lot of people tell you, oh, I go to AA, I go to NA. Nothing. I was delivered from drugs. But I'm not saying there's anything wrong with using those programs if you need them. Then I was in therapy for 5.5 years. Whatever it takes, honey, to get my life together, or I'm not out there chasing things that are hurting me, killing me. All I seem to do is hurt me. God, deliver me. Leandria. I hope she's doing well. She's supposed to be in recovery herself. I'm pretty sure she doesn't have the ankle bracelet anymore. Hopefully she's doing well. But even if you fail, you got to keep on trying. You got to be committed, honey. Food and I'm afraid I'm slipping back into that one, Lauren. And nothing else to do. I've been in this house for 5 months. What else can you do but eat? Cola, I do diet cola. I stopped drinking any kind of cola for 8 years, right? All I was drinking was water. Then I got bored. I tried diet. I think I'm on diet root beer now. I'm going through a fucking 12-pack a day. And that's not much of an exaggeration either. That stuff is very addictive. Cola, even though it doesn't have the sugar, that's what I have to avoid. It has sodium. So soda, it doesn't quench your thirst. So when you drink a soda, what you want is another soda because it has sodium. The salt makes you thirsty. That's how they make their money. So it is kind of an addiction. That's why it's always buy 2 crates, buy 2 buy 2 12-packs, get 2 12-packs for free. Right? They want to get you hooked. Then they can charge you a regular price. Just read my book. I like that. It was clever, honey. I wish I would have came up with that. I wish people would read my books. Not the fiction book, Meth Monster. That was a great seller. But the other books, I think if people got into them, because it's a series, I think they would love them. Especially The Epiphany, my favorite book. I just read the reviews on that again. The Epiphany. Well, though Love and Gospel Music was a good book. That was the original book. So I wish I would have came up with that idea, but I don't want to steal your idea of just read my book. Just read my book. Your parents. My sisters got lucky. She married right out of high school. They met in their junior year, and they're still married. It's like 40-something years. 40-something years, or is it 50 years now? Let me see. They're my age. They might be together 50 years. I don't know. You don't hear about the ones that stay together because they're not out there in the clubs and stuff. You don't really see them unless they're in your family. Lauren, can I share your comment? You're talking to Just Read My Book. My father is a drug addict that I haven't seen since I was 7, and my mom just didn't know about the relationship. Know about the relationship. We don't have perfect lives, you know. People get on here, act like they're all perfect or whatever. We all have struggle, honey. Being a black person in this country is a struggle. So a lot of men have walked away. A lot of us have been raised by single parents. You know. And I'm sure the black man must desire to have a family and raise a family and all that. It's an awesome responsibility, though. So it's almost like you have to have some success in order to support a family, or it's going to be a constant reminder that you're failing. If that makes any sense. But they're good monogamous people out there, though. Monogamous men, monogamous women. You got to want that, though. London. What did London say? London loves are the ones that want to settle down. This is crazy. This is crazy. With online dating, they can have their cake and eat it. Oh, London, you talking now. London, this could apply to straight or gay. Where are the ones that want to settle down? Most of them settled down. It's crazy. With online dating, they can have their cake and eat it too. Right. They're players. I guess some people, well, I mean, I guess if you're young, you still want to mess around like that. But there's got to be people out there who want a family, want to stay with one person. And we can't assume that everybody who was with somebody for years and years and years, that they're perfect husbands. We can't assume that their husbands haven't cheated on them, and they have put up with it. So a lot of people who have stayed in relationships for a long, long time, they've had rough patches, honey, real rough patches. Other women, other children out of state and all this kind of shit. Sometimes these people tell you about what they've been through in these relationships. You say, but goddamn, I could never do that. You see, maybe that's why you're not in a relationship. I'm sorry your father's a drug addict, honey. You did a little better than me. At least you knew him. You got some good black. Yeah, of course you do. Y'all can look out my window. Hell, wait, these bus drivers, they make a nice big piece of change. They can have a family. There are a lot of square guys, you know. Everybody ain't trying to be a player. A lot of square guys just want a family and a wife, you know. Even if you have one failed marriage, I mean, if you can just come up with two in a lifetime, ask me. The second one, you're usually more mature. But y'all think it's bad about these people who don't want to settle down in the straight world. Try to imagine what it's like being a gay man. Nearly impossible. And then the ones that are relational, they're generally in relationship. This is the castle right in front of me. These guys, a whole lot of them have relationships, but we don't see them. They don't go out to the clubs and stuff like that. They're not online or anything like that. You're going to meet them in church or you meet somewhere like that, but they're in the relationships. They have households. And a lot of gay people raise children as well. They crave the normalcy. My dad and mom was married till my dad passed away at age 90. That's beautiful, Barack. That is beautiful. Think of all you can do if you can stay together. Let's stay together, loving you, weather. Times are good, bad, happy or sad. Why do people break up? Turn around and make up. Off subject. I absolutely love your decor. Well, thank you. Yeah, I changed it up a little bit recently. I do. I make most of my videos here now. This camera in here is better than my living room, but I do a whole lot of decorating stuff in there too. Not so much since we've been locked down. I've hardly been in the living room. But thank you, Annette. They almost died together then. They're close together. You know, women tend to live longer than men, but men live a lot longer than they used to. It used to be when black men they were in their 50s, they were old men. You know, but now they got so much ways to treat high blood pressure, hypertension, and all this kind of stuff. Diabetes, they can treat things much better now. So people can live longer. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be living though. I mean, damn, I'm already 62. And I've had all this stuff, but God has been good to me. I never dreamed I would be clean longer than I used drugs. I used drugs for 17 years, and now I've been clean for, I got to check that date because it's either 17 or 20 years. I've been in San Francisco 27 years. And I definitely went in and out of prison for 10 years. That only leaves 17 years. I got to check on my date. 12-step people, AA people, they always know their date because they talk about it all the time. But for me, I don't. So the memory has slipped. I'm either clean for 17, 18, or 20 years, something like that. Go to the dungeons. Oh my goodness, Lord. I guess it's okay to have a sexual life. I don't think people like views of you said she never been in love. Well, hell, she supposed to stay a virgin then? I mean, come on, people. You can have boyfriends, girlfriends, stuff like that. You know, you love it while it's there. You ain't got to marry everybody you meet. Ain't you just read my book 1? You never did tell me what your book is, though. Just read my book 1. How do we find it? Just read my book. Have you read one book or more? It's okay if you let us know where it is, how they can find it. I like reading other authors' books, people that I've actually met. Laura, why you being so bad? You got some men in church who like their freaky shit. They like to be spanked and smacked and have things shoved up their asses. It's weird. Laura, you own one. Yeah, they the freaky. The more suppressed you are, the more freaky you are. Right? Y'all see John Gray is back in the news. He can't keep it in his drawers. These people are just men. I guess the big thing, when they get in ministry, there was to be some kind of moral example. They're men. You can be a man who loves. You can be a man who loves men and God. Thank you, Miss Hamilton. Miss Hampton, you ain't a cute. You're not related to Walter Lee Hampton, are you, Miss Hampton? Oh Lord, the hidden wife. Oh no. Connor. Hey, young Connor. Good to see you. Welcome back. Sean, you did it right. You took the time to get to know your partner. You didn't just meet that man and fuck him in 5 minutes later, like some women do. Oh my goodness. Sean, you did it right. You took time to get to know. Maybe sometime online it can be better for if you're getting involved with somebody, because you can talk to them for a while. Like somebody people say, why would you talk to somebody out of state? That doesn't make any sense. You can't get to them. Maybe in some ways that's better, that you can't just immediately jump on top of them. Because a lot of men, they're into the pursuit. So after they've had you, you become less interesting to them. Right? So maybe you should stretch it out. I've talked to you for 6 months online or whatever, and then we get together, kind of thing. Maybe it slows the whole thing down. In both my relationships, I had sex with him the first night I met him. But that's not unusual for gay people. We used to go to the bars and meet somebody. The goal was to meet somebody every night. Then they had clubs where you go and meet more than one every night. I knew better. Oh, really? Girls do that kind of stuff? I thought those were girls wanting to get paid. Have y'all seen this thing, P Valley? I haven't seen it because it's on. I'm tired of signing up for all this shit. Now, already you got Netflix and you got Amazon Prime, and then they want you to go. Then you got cable. You got to have cable to have the computer, and then you got to sign up for Showtime in order to see this damn show. I'm not doing it no more. I'm not going to get into that. The only time that turned out well was when I signed up for HBO because of The Sopranos. I thoroughly enjoyed that show. I watched it all of the episodes, all 6 seasons, probably 4 times in a row. But other than that, I'm not chasing after these shows no more, honey. But P Valley seems to be the one they're all talking about. I think it's about strippers, right? Some strip club or something. Yeah. I mean, I'm tempted, but then they said, "Oh, it's on sale. You only pay $5 a month." I said, "Well, I went there with no on sale, $8.99 a month, something like that." Or $8.99 per episode? No, it had to be a month. $8.99 per what? Per season? I forget. It was too much. The Shy is awesome. I haven't seen that one. I wouldn't mind seeing getting another series though. P Valley is really. But what P Valley is on Showtime. My cable bill is It's usually $140 a month, and I don't have no Prime channels. I don't have any. Showtime, HBO, Stars. Oh, it's on Stars, isn't it? See, I was signed up for Showtime and it's been on the wrong channel. It's on Stars. What happened? Let me see. It'll go away. Okay. Wait a minute. Ms. Dimples, that Dyson fan you want is on sale where? Where is it on sale, Ms. Dimples? Please answer me. I think that damn thing is $250 was the regular price. And I usually look, you see, I'm sweating even here. Every time I sit down here, so it's hot. And the fan that I have is too loud. That's the main reason I wanted to try that thing out. Ms. Dimples, I'm waiting for your answer. You say it's on sale. You talking about Amazon? What is on sale? It's also a heater. It's also a heater? I'm thinking about the one that's long, oval shape. All they have them round, and it rotates, and it's got no blades in it. It's just air just shoots from in the middle of it. I mean, I pay like maybe $150, but I'm not going higher than that. That damn thing is $250. I think that they go up to $400 some dollars. Get Hulu. My bill is $68. Hulu and Stars. $68? Yeah, the main reason I stay with my cable is because I just think cable has the best internet connection. I tried AT&T for a while. It was horrible. It was terrible. Always with the round circle going. So I got a kind of a souped up internet here. But I haven't even seen half the stuff, not even a tenth of the stuff on Netflix. And now I just got this damn Amazon Prime. I've been kind of watching that, but I don't know. My attention span is not all that great. So it's hard to get through a whole movie. So I don't think I'm getting nothing else. Netflix is the best deal because it's only like $9 a month. Be quiet, boy. What are you doing? What is the time for? Is it time for the walk? No, you got a half hour. You okay? Want to say hello? Come say hello. Come on up here. Get over there. Say hello over there. Hi, people. How you doing? Hi. Look at my beautiful face. You think I'm gorgeous? Look at my teeth. You think I'm beautiful? Be good. It was $5. That's what somebody told me. And I went and looked at it, and it was not that. The special was $5 a month for 3 months. But it's over now. Yeah, on Stars. Plus, what's 3 months? Then you got to go to the regular price. How much is that? Lauren Maxwell, if you were with a man from 15 to 27, your mom had to be looking for you. Your relationship was criminal. Oh, she had a relationship? Okay, I don't know anything about those. Oh, you were 15? It's okay to tell the truth, though. If that's what happened, that's what happened. Any cute little ball of fur. I said, dog, why everybody love you so much? You don't say nothing. You don't talk. Daddy, I'm gorgeous, Daddy. God made me. God made me. He made me who I am. I have some adorable dogs in my writing. Not in the first book, in the second book. This guy, he's the epiphany are messengers, right? They're like, you have an epiphany. Well, it's like a person who disappears. You don't remember him. The dog, they have a dog in there who's also an epiphany. And he can talk, but you don't remember that he talked to you. He just told you what to do. And I named him after my Jimmy dog, I think. Didn't I? No, I called him Monkey. Oh, in the first book, the Love and Gospel Music, the dog is with me in heaven. My first dog, the one that died, Jimmy. Altogether, all I pay is more $100. I got Netflix, Hulu package, and Stars, and Showtime. Okay. Yeah, you're doing better than me, honey. But cable, I do like to watch cable news. I watch a lot of that. And I like some of those crime stories. But I don't watch any movies on regular cable. I love Greenleaf and Queen Sugar. But now they're both, well, Greenleaf is gone permanently. And Queen Sugar won't be back to next year. So all these people, they live in Los Angeles. That's in California, right? They're not allowed to be recording because we are on lockdown. They can't be making no episodes here, I think. Let your cable company know that you're having a hard time paying your bill because of COVID, and most times they will cut the bill. Oh, that's nice information, Primo Wanda. I know every time I try to, I was preparing to cancel cable because I had so much other stuff. They always offer to cut the bill. They'll do anything to hold on. I think cable's on its way out. I mean, it's certainly they had a monopoly on this thing for years, but I don't think cable can compete. Not with the prices they charge or the size of their company, because these other companies are offering stuff for $5 a month, $10 a month. Well, I pay $150 a month to cable if you can go get around it. I just think their internet connection is just the best. Oh, you remember? Just read my book. You were been around that long when Jimmy went on. Yeah, we tried to hold on to the baby, but he lived a full life. He lived to his 15. That's the life of the dog, you know. To watch some YouTube. Yeah, YouTube might be taking over the television. It certainly occupies more of my time. $275 a month? Damn. You must, Rochelle, you must have all of those other packages. I mean, all those, what do you call them? Prime channels? Premier channels or whatever. You must have a lot of that. But you can get rid of that and just have cable for your internet, and then get like Netflix. You can get it $9 a month and have just as many movies as all of those things put together. No more cable, but I don't get BET or OWN. Okay. Yeah, I don't watch BET. I like OWN. Didn't Oprah turn that thing around? She's a brilliant woman. Because when it started, man, they had all the trouble. And then she got Tyler Perry involved for a while. They turned that network around, man. They got some great series on there. Yeah. God has done blessed Oprah Winfrey. I think she's the richest black woman in the world, isn't she? Yeah, the only thing I don't like about getting these deals at these companies, because I know they're teaser rates, right? So if you don't notify them when the teaser rate expires and you're not paying attention, then you'll be paying the regular price and have forgotten all about it. My gym, I'm supposed to be getting the old man special at my YMCA, right? And I wasn't checking my accounts or whatever, and that expired. I was supposed to renew it every year. It expired, and I ended up paying 3 times what I should be paying for 6 months before I even caught it. So you got to go and see what you're paying out of your bank. So some things you just forget about it, right? Like right now, I'm paying the Y. I haven't been there in 5 months, but they've collected every month from me. Just too lazy to do anything about it. But I get a old man rate there. So, but still, why should I pay him anything? I'm not there. Oh my goodness. Everybody got that one guy in the neighborhood that will hook up their. Do people still do that? When it first started, people used to do that. Hook up the cable and phone and lights for $10 and 2 bags of blunts. All right. I know when the cable first started that people used to do that all the time. It was a big deal. They put in so much protections though. I don't break no laws though. I spent most of my life as a criminal, Lauren. I don't do nothing. I ain't doing shit. I'm not jaywalking. I like my freedom, honey. Imagine going to prison every year for 10 years. It's insane. But this show broke me though. I don't do nothing. If it's anything to do with anything illegal, I'll pass. I love Greenleaf. Well, you had to have you did love it because it's gone now. It might be fun to go back to the whole series, though. You can go to Netflix and watch the whole thing over again, or even on your television. You just go to OWN. That's another good thing about cable, though. They have that on-demand thing, so you don't got to sit there waiting for stuff to come on. Lord, we done talked and talked and talked. Well, people, I got to go take my child out for his pee-pee. He'd only do the number 1. Number 2 is in the morning. So all he do is the number 1 in the evening. But he have to have it at the same time every day, 4:30. Okay, you guys. All right. Y'all send Wally some love. And if he needs to press charges, I have the tape.